Hello and welcome to my next video. Today I want to discuss what it's like filming videos, tell you what I've learned in the very short time I've been doing this. Yeah, it's like a report card for myself. Why would a person do this to themselves? I have no idea, but nonetheless I'm doing that. I did also want to talk about my channel name, Lurking Lacquer. It is a little creepy. I liked the slightly creepy name, but the reason I used the word lurking is that it's a term to identify someone who is in a community but does not really engage with that community. So I'm reading Reddit but never posting. I'm watching YouTube but I'm not commenting or liking. It's a joke about myself. I am poking fun at myself. I promise it is not about any other kind of connotation you might be thinking of. It is just that. Okay, so what have I learned so far making videos? First and foremost, I'm an expert in absolutely none of these things. Lighting, photography, using my phone, none. I'm a beginner and I'm just kind of messing around and seeing what I can figure out as I go, and I am enjoying it, but I think it is clear when you watch my content I've made some mistakes up till now, and yeah, just gonna change things going forward. So my procedure for how to create content was to take some footage of myself, either stills or video, and then edit that together, and once I had that visual component, I would then record my voice. The first mistake I made was that I didn't think about the orientation of my phone when I started recording. I was recording everything in vertical, even though I was planning on posting to YouTube alone. I suppose if I'd been planning to post to TikTok or to Shorts within YouTube, vertical might have been more useful, but because I'm trying to work actually in horizontal or landscape mode, this meant I had to rotate all my images, all my videos, and with the software I had, it wasn't particularly hard. It just was a little bit of extra work that I wouldn't have had to do otherwise. When I started recording, I was giving myself about 30 seconds of each visual component, whether it was a still or a video, to talk about that still or video. And as it turns out, if each one is a separate polish, like my Skittle videos, that is not enough time to do anything. I was having to rush through blurting out the name of the polish, the name of the maker, the base color, and maybe if there was a shimmer, just mention very quickly that there was one without necessarily being able to go into detail about literally anything. So my advice is if you're trying to talk about a single polish, you will need way more than 30 seconds. I'm sure that was probably already apparent to everyone but me, but I had to start somewhere and I just randomly sort of said, 30 seconds should be good. It's not. I will say that. I feel that is definitive. 30 seconds just isn't enough. I think, honestly, I would need up to 2 minutes at least to talk about a single polish in the way I wanted to. And unfortunately, because I had already taken those nail polishes off and I didn't want to re-swatch them and things like that, it just meant I had no extra footage to fill that gap. So I just was trying to work with what I had, and it is a little rushed, but I'm going to change it to longer clips going forward. I've actually sort of wondered if it would be worth recording the audio first and then fitting the hopefully ample footage to fit the pace of the audio. I don't know if that would end up being harder or not. I guess it would depend on whether or not your audio was cut into clips or if it was a single long file. It might be more difficult to, I guess, determine where breaks in the descriptions might occur, say switching between one polish and another or something like that. I've also come to the conclusion that most nail polish looks best in natural light, mostly full sunlight. Even what I consider my good shade footage was taken on very sunny days, even though I'm in the shade. However, as you might know, sunlight is not particularly, how shall we say, reliable. It could be cloudy, it could be raining, it could be the wrong time of day, you need to film at night, and now there is no sun, etc. I'm thinking about getting some lights to put up in my house so that I can record better. I'm still just thinking about that, though. I have made zero decisions in that regard, but just I felt like I needed to say that if you're looking at video or stills of nail polish, the ones in the sunlight are the best. Unfortunately, the other side effect of that is that because that light is so strong and so penetrating, often I've found that the nail polish will look more patchy than you see it in person. And so I'm finding I'm having to do 3 coats instead of my usual 2, even though I've worn these polishes before and I know exactly how they look. Somehow in bright light, in photographs and video, they do just look less opaque. You may have also noticed that you're only seeing my hands in the video. This is a choice I've made not to put my face online. It just comes with a lot of baggage, and I just don't want to deal with that. I would rather be more chill about this, and if my face is out there, yeah, it just comes with additional trouble in my experience. So for now, it's going to be my voice, my hands, my background plants, and maybe footage I can get of the creatures outside my house if they are compliant with actually getting some video of them. I have also learned that no matter how many times you look at your hands to ensure they look good for the camera, they may indeed not look good on camera. They may indeed look unpleasant even. Any tiny imperfection in your skin will show. You probably need to heavily moisturize before filming like I do. My procedure is to remove my old nail polish, deal with my cuticles. I then do a sugar scrub. Then I moisturize on top of that. Search for any of the cotton ball flyaways. Mostly unsuccessfully, it seems to me, but finally then removing anything on the actual nail plate with acetone and a cotton swab. And still, I find tiny little cotton ball fluffs all over my fingers. It's amazing. I'm beginning to think that the true lurkers are cotton ball fluffs on this channel. My thumbnails have been created at roughly 1280 by 720 pixels. I know there are other acceptable sizes, but that's what I've been doing. The other thing I wanted to talk about was audio. I initially thought that when I was doing the audio for these videos, I would need like a perfectly silent environment. But what I found is actually the editing software lets you mute your videos so that people could be yelling in the background, could be doing anything you like. You can just turn that off and then create a second track for the audio. That was very helpful to me because my environment is often not very quiet. I've been using, I believe it's called OpenShot to do the editing, and it allows you to do that. And I've been quite thankful for that. I should also mention, I've been using the software OBS to record my audio. I believe that stands for Open Broadcast Software. It's working pretty well. I like it. It's a quick thing. Just turn off any video and just record audio alone, and you're all set. It just drops an audio file in a specific folder. And that's about all for my observations for today. Hopefully in future I'll have other things that I could bring up and talk about, but for now I'm going to keep experimenting, and I hope you've enjoyed this video or it's given you some information you wanted or needed. One way or the other, I will see you in the next one. Bye.